Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, here's the situation. Uh, I know a lot of people are talking about the Justin Haley finish tonight, and you know, a lot of people is judging this race by who they like. If you're a Kyle Larson fan, yeah, you're going to say Justin Haley went below the yellow line. If you're not a Kyle Larson fan, you're going to say that he didn't go below the yellow line. Well, here's my perspective on it. I'm not going to jump into it and say, well, yeah, he did, yeah, he didn't. Right off the bat, I just want to explain a few things. Uh, the NASCAR rule says you cannot pass below the yellow line to advance a position. Okay, well, here is my take on this. Whenever they come off turn 4, uh, Elliott Sadler and Kyle Larson is banging on each other. And so Haley gets a run, and Haley dives underneath both of them. Okay, now this is before Haley gets down into the yellow line mark where half of his tire crossed the line. He was already ahead of him by about 3 to 4 feet. So this was before he got to the line. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. I'm trying to make it like sense, like where you can understand it. Okay, he was already ahead of him. This is where my case for Justin Haley is. If he was already 3 to 4 feet ahead of him, how could he advanced his position? Yeah, he may have went down. The tire may have been a little bit over at yellow line, but he didn't advance his position because he was already ahead of him. Just watch it. Whenever they're all three side by side, he's 2 to 3 feet ahead of them, coming back to the line. And by the NASCAR rulebook says you cannot advance your position. Okay, Justin Haley did not advance his position because he was already the race leader. So I think they really jumped to conclusion. They made the call way too quick. It's kind of like a NFL game, where they review the stuff and everything. They should have took their time, reviewed this correctly, and got it right. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about any of them. It was a great race. It's a big wreck fest like tomorrow night's going to be. But it's just another case of NASCAR and their inconsistent rules. I have seen people pass below the yellow line a lot worse than that, and they let it go. And I agree with Rusty Wallace. I think if it would have been a different named drivers, they would have let it pass, and they would have said it was fine. And that's the reason why them grandstands was empty tonight. Is NASCAR's killing its own self. Uh, take it like a driver can go out there and cheat, get busted with the window violation or whatever, but the wing still counts, and that's pure cheating, and they still give them the victory. But you take a guy that can get half a tire below the yellow line after he had already 3 or 4 feet ahead of him, and is the race leader, did not advance his position. They take the win away. So it's really confusing me, like, by how they say you can't advance your position. Now, if he would have been a half car, if he would have been right beside him and they was 2 or 3 foot ahead of him, then maybe I can see their point of view. But before his tires got on that yellow line, he was already 2 to 3 foot ahead of them. So he was the race leader before he hit that line. So he was not advancing his position. So that's just my take on it. I know a lot of people don't have their other takes on it. I know a lot of people's angry, and personally, I hate to say it, but if I was Larson or Elliott, I would look at that video and say, yeah, the Haley won the race because he was already ahead of him. But they really need to clarify this rule and say how it works, how it goes. It's supposed to be about advancing your position, guys. And if you're already 2 or 3 feet ahead of a guy, you're not advancing your position because you're already ahead of him. So, who knows? Maybe they'll clear it up. I hate it for Justin. It's a great finish. It was really, I agree with Jeff Burton. That was just too close to really make a call. I think he should let it go. It's kind of like an NFL game where the guy catches the ball and there was no. They just need to explain these rules better, or fix them, or quit making them up and quit breaking them during races and this and that. I know everybody's talking about, like I said, oh, he passed below the yellow line. That is the rule. Okay, that is the rule. But he didn't advance his position because he was already 2 to 3 foot ahead of him. So that is not advancing your position. So that's just my take on it. But anyway, it's a good ending there. It's very exciting. And it would have been even more exciting. It would help boost the ratings. That's that. But they got to start really looking at this rule stuff, man. They got to get their act together. Quit making up stuff on the intake. It says plainly you cannot advance your position. But like I said, if you're already 2 or 3 car lengths ahead of him, you can't. He was already ahead of him, so he did not advance his position. So that's my take on it, guys, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Good luck with the Pick 5 contest, and for all you new subscribers who haven't put your picks in, go to my pick page, put in your 5 picks, and try to win a Dale Jr. diecast tomorrow. So good luck, everybody, and we'll catch you guys later.